Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia is a remake of the 1992's Fire Emblem Gaiden, originally released as the second game in the Fire Emblem series. Fire Emblem Gaiden was only available in Japan. This installment has a lot of new but old and different features compared to the other games, so even veterans of the franchise may be thrown off. So here are some helpful tips, tricks, and in-depth help to get you started. Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia is quite different for numerous reasons. The biggest, though, is the third-person exploration that players can partake in when they explore certain dungeons and shrines. While these sections aren't overly populated with puzzles or even enemies, it does add a different feel to the game when you explore mysterious dungeons and areas around the game's world. Unlike more recent Fire Emblem games, players won't have to abide by the weapon triangle. Instead, experiment, see which units can attack others with the hardest hits. And don't be afraid to improvise when you have to. Folks who have played the more recent Fire Emblem games are familiar with the pair-up ability, where your army can either do a follow-up attack or help defend in combat with each other. This ability has been removed from Echoes, so your characters will have to rely on themselves for the most part in combat. Magic costs health to cast, so keep a careful eye on your clerics and mages. You'll want to make sure you keep them all healed up as much as possible. Since Shadows of Valentia is based around an older game in the franchise, some of the battles that players take part in are much more challenging to complete. Don't be afraid to retreat to keep from losing units, and we'd actually recommend playing through the campaign the first time on casual, so you can get an idea of how dangerous enemy units are. Units can only carry one item in Shadows of Valentia, so make sure you give them something that'll be useful during battle. For some units, this may mean equipping them with an item that can restore health. Others may require you to equip them with upgraded weapons or shields in order to boost their base stats. Villagers can be upgraded to just about any of the base classes, including Cleric, Mercenary, Mage, Soldier, and Archer. While playing through Alm's campaign, be sure to build your party out accordingly to make sure you have at least one of each. Explore new areas you unlock to discover items and secret chests waiting to be looted. Visit statues of Milla at the end of dungeons to find new areas where you can upgrade a unit's class, explore memory prisms, and much more. Follow these tips and you'll be well on your way to mastering Fire Emblem Echoes. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to come back every weekday for another Prima 365. And for more content like this, be sure to head over to primagames.com.